How's coal doing now? Okay, coal's on a surplus currently. Steam coal mine certainly helps. So, the funny thing is, the automaton can work 24 hours a day, but it's only 75% efficient, but I think that's still better than a working day for the human equivalent. Right, it's about to get colder.
Bundle up. It's getting colder.
Charles Shelter's a bit chilly. These houses are cold. We're gonna have to put that heating on.
Work time. Get moving.
Chili's like okay, it's only when it gets cold it's a real problem. No, the cookhouse doesn't need a heater because it's inoperative. Once the working day starts, I mean, we could put it on. It's chilly. There's a low risk of something happening. I'd rather save the coal for now. We don't really have a burning medical problem. Good morning, Johnny. 30% 24, while they're at 75% 24. I'm not sure what you're saying. The second wave. Oh boy. Another huge group has arrived. They're even worse condition than the previous one. Many of them victims of frostbite. They all talk about a huge storm. 70 people, 25 ill, 25 gravely ill. 25 gravely ill. I'm not sure if that's going to work out. Alright, everyone's welcome. This is going to get very interesting. Oh. Right, let's check our House of Healing out here. We can take 10 in the House of Healing. Med post. Why are you in op? Too cold, presumably. Put the heating on. Care house is chilly. Put the heater on. Well, I mean, you're chilly even with the heating on. The only way to fix them is to get that heating upgrade, which is coming. They'll just have to live with chilly for now. Some of them might die. Hang on, where's the factory gone? It gets harder to find stuff. Right. Automatons. Let's get some prostheses on the go. Jeez, look how much food we have. Okay, we still have a food surplus. What's the housing situation? 50 vacant beds, 0 in care houses. However, these homes are now uncomfortable. But we can fix that. So once this is researched, we're going to unlock the next tech down. How many Vromes are lurking today? Who knows? The House of Healing can take care of the gravely ill. Yes, but I think it's full, isn't it? Right now. Could try building another one. These things are massive, aren't they? $18,600 gravely. Nice. Because obviously the third wave is going to be... I bet the third wave will be like 10 people and everybody else is just going to be ill. Some of them dead. But yeah, we want to clear that wave through before the next one comes. Realistically, right now, we're not getting through our food rations. We need another cookhouse, I think. A lot of construction going on. Okay, med posters online. Right, advanced heaters. I've got a feeling that I've automatically turned them all to 3, which we need to go around and turn them back down to 2. Okay, let's get this done. So there's like no way of reducing the heating, is there? Like if you turn the heater on, you get level 3. You can't set it at level 2 or 1. It's actually a bit annoying. An endgame, yep. Basically, we're working towards a massive storm that's going to come, and if we can survive the storm, that's basically the end game. And then you move on to the next kind of scenario, which is not a giant crater. House of Healing, 10 people, heating on. So it could be that we could turn that off, I don't know. Do that way instead. There we go. Let's deliver a sermon. We now had a sermon for a while. 60 people are being treated. What the heck, man?
Workday ends. It's time off.
I'll tell you what we'll do. The medical post is in op. Why don't we chuck them extra rations? We have loads of rations. Try and get them treated ASAP. Standard meal. Isn't it? One sick, one hungry, 61 people treated. Right, do we have any spare homes? 130 vacant beds. All of them currently livable. That's a good place to be. The only thing we can't cope with is the massive influx of sick that's coming our way. Let's make way. Any sign of food from? I think he was here earlier.
Get going.
The third wave. Here we go. 60 people. 50 of them gravely ill. Wow. Will enter our city. 50 gravely ill? I just built like two, That's insane. We're gonna have so many deaths here. That's just nuts. Okay. Everyone's welcome. Hang on, let's get people working here real fast. Heater, get on the heater on, and it just went cold at the same time. Perfect timing. What looms ahead? Here we go. Now you can clearly see what the refugees are running from. The Great Frost is coming. We have to prepare. Our scientists say they can calculate severity of the storm from observations. They just need a day or two to prepare their instruments and they can install them in the beacon. Yeah. Hang on, the game's disoriented me. I think it was that way, wasn't it? Yeah, so basically the storm is coming from here. Which means these scouts need to start moving west. And we can capture these on the way back. He's going there, he's going there. But at some point, all of this eastern side will just... Mr. Speedbird, thank you for 1,000 bits. Haven't given you bits in a long time, so I thought I'd make up for it. Story Bob Kappa. Thank you very much, Speedbird. Thanks for the support, mate. Mr. Falcon, thank you very much. Okay, but for now we have more pressing matters. Let's check on the temperature of everything. the temperature going down or up? Oh, it's coming back up again. And then it's got to go down 2 levels, then back up 1. Okay. Time to save coal. Actually, what's our coal like?
Welcome to the Nut House.
I think we need to get automated to get more coal out of this as much as we possibly can, because we are going to need to store up a lot of coal. So we can get that one. We can have a coal thumper. Mr. Fish, thank you for subbing, Mr. Fish. Welcome to the Nut House. Where's our other coal thumper? We had one around here somewhere. I must admit, it gets very, very difficult to find things. I think it was buried amongst this lot. There it is. There's an automaton on it. And then outside you need a gathering post, which you can also automate, if need be. It's currently chilly, and the heater's on. Wow. Two steam cores. We need more automatons. I think it makes sense to automate this. Because if you've got an automated coal thumper, you kind of need an automated gathering post to go with it. Otherwise, it's chucking out stuff 24 hours a day, and then it's not getting rid of it. "25 sick, grave, 0 gravely." Push comes to shove, we can always turn that off. Well, the field kitchen gives the House of Healing a boost. So a field kitchen next to these would actually work really well.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Okay, where's field kitchen gone? But it has to be in range of that. Ooh, nice. Okay, we're coping. Just about. You're officially in sulk mode, Wobbly. Oh god, what the drama's going on now? Welcome back as well, Mr. Speedbird. Thank you for your resume. You got timed out for GGing someone. What kind of a GG was it? Was it a heartfelt GG or a sarcastic GG? You said GG Speedbird, and then you got timed out. Is it because, Wobbly, is it because the bot did it automatically because Speedbird's name's in capitals? So it got confused and thought you were shouting. Is it that? I don't know. Food rations. Automatic prototyping researched. Alright, here we go. That is the reason. See? Wobbly, Nut Slammer is just a bit of semi-sentient code. It's not perfect. It's more like a person than anything else. It accidentally timed you out. Yeah, Speedbird, it's all your fault, mate. It's your fault for having a shouty name. Right, let's see what we've got here. Generator power upgrade 3 allows us to raise the temperature of all heat zones by level. Going to need that. Generator safety bypass. Generator will increase 25% slower and fall 25% faster. That we're going to need when the storm comes. Generator range upgrade 3 would probably be useful. Right, exploration. Boosted scout sleds. Given that we've got a storm coming, that would allow us to run around a bit quicker. So that's good. Medical automation integration. Automatons working at medical facilities will be 20% more efficient. Don't have any, so don't need that. The advanced coal mine allows us to build advanced coal mines. Need an extra steam core for each one. They sound fantastic. Probably going to get that. Advanced wardrobe we don't need. Improved coal thumpers. Maybe we'll need to go down that road. House insulation is going to be a must. And we'll need to start that fairly early, because that's going to take a while to upgrade all our homes. So let's get that first. Start insulating quickly. For the weather you need the beacon. Okay. For the weather you need the beacon. Whether you need the beacon. Not sure what you mean. We could also get additional scouts. Faster additional scouts might be the next way to go. Field kitchen. Maybe we can turn that on. Turn these off. Possibly. That's a sawmill run by an automaton, so we don't care. New automaton has been built. That's good, because you can go to work at the steam coal mine. Exploration tab, top right. Okay, 1 second. I think I know what you mean now. Well, I think we're on 14, can't remember. Alright, the stone ship. New landmark. Our search didn't uncover anything of value, but we may be able to reach some more promising locations. Carry on. I don't see any promising locations from here, do you? There's literally nothing else. So, I don't know if anything's missing here or something's going to appear. I don't know. But for now, I think I'm just going to send him that way. Because all that's done. He may uncover something, I don't know. You mean this, don't you? Advanced measuring instruments installed in the beacon will enable us to gauge the severity of incoming storms. Okay. Lots of things to research. Tell you what. Let's build some more workshops and get things researched more quickly. Okay, we've got a nice healthy excess of coal coming. Winter's coming, Jon Snow. Storm and city readiness, what's all this? This is the beginning of the end. The storm is coming, and when it reaches the city, there will be nothing more you can do but wait it out. The storm moves towards the city, destroying and killing everything in its way, including any outpost teams and scouts caught in Frostland. It will bring with it extreme cold, which will render some facilities inoperative. The city has to be well prepared to survive this natural disaster. Woo! Yay! Looking forward to it. Right, max them out.
Finish your labors, people. The work day is up.
Okay. Hopefully we can get stuff researched a bit quicker now.
Not
Alright, Spike Crew. Let's see. Mr. Schnurrick with almost 2 years. Almost the golden acorn, dude. Speedbird, 11 months. I blame Nutstammer for timing out people. Keep up the great work. Have you renamed yourself? Oh, no, you didn't. Yes, you did. You renamed yourself, didn't you, Speedbird? Wow. Well, Pipes, welcome back. New landmark. One search hasn't uncovered anything of value, but we may be able to search something else. God. Alright, off you go. So many things to research, oh my god. 60 people are being treated. How long are they going to be? The person is sick but being treated. The person is terminally ill but being treated. Terminally ill? What? Oh my god, look how many people are terminally ill. Do you know what? If you went down a different tree, made different decisions, you can actually let them die and then use them for food. If that was like the way you wanted to go. Yeah, I think there is a death wave coming. lot of coal. As it says, like, once that storm hits, all the supply runs that you get are all gone. Steam coal mine. Coal thumper. Temperature's going to drop 2 levels shortly. Not good. Home installation's at 87%. Santosh. That's just crazy, man. Speedbird, I think you can change your name capitalization like anytime. I think it's only if you want to rename yourself that it's a problem. I don't think there's a limit on you changing your actual uppercase, lowercase. I could be wrong. I need all this wood and steel shortly. So yeah, you can change yourself to be like capital S, lowercase p, e, e, d. You can do that now and it doesn't affect your rename timeout. It's the 30-60 day thing. We have to prepare if we want to stand any chance of survival. How will we manage against this monstrosity? We'll see. We'll see. I think we might need to build some fighting pits or something. Got a feeling we're not exactly covering the new homes. Discontent's a bit higher than I'd like it to be. Yeah, I want to get that discontent down. I don't really want to resort to alcohol to do it, though. Searching the shack, we found plenty of valuable supplies. Supplies! 47 raw food and 213 wood. And it looks like nowhere else to explore, so you can head over here. Wait, why is he still waiting? Right, we can now upgrade the homes. Advanced coal mine. There you go, Speedbird. Nice one, dude. You think Wobbly left just as you changed his name? He'll be back later, don't worry. Make Gia, thank you for 13 months. I think I'd like to get the advanced coal mine going so we can start building up a coal surplus. Then we're going to have to focus on this thing. I don't think we're going to have to worry about the speed sleds. And then we're going to have to just rack through these before the storm really hits. We need that fairly soon. About to go down 2 levels of cold. This is not good. Right then, how many spare homes have we got? 70. Let's see. Wait, do we have to upgrade that?
Time. Get moving.
1 second. Oh, so that's a free upgrade. You don't need to build new houses. They just automatically get it. Interesting. Do you know what? I wish I'd have got this. Healthcare insulation. This healthcare insulation sounds pretty cool. Especially considering it's going to drop 2 levels in a minute. That's a lot of raw food. I think it's time you start mega tech and get some workshops up. Thing is, man, I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 workshops at the moment. And they're all working overtime. I can build more. I think when the storm hits, you're just going to have to more or less shut things down, aren't you? We're going to have to save our steam cores for the coal mine. Another 2. That's how we get on. Must admit, I thought we'd need a lot of steel to upgrade all the houses, but it looks like we don't. I don't know if we get any more people running our way. We've got 70 vacant beds. We could possibly build some more just in case. But I think everything closest to the centre is going to survive the most. Because it's going to be like in proximity to the generator. And we might have to start thinking about doubling up on steam hubs and that kind of thing. There's 2 more groups coming, that's right. Some more homes down there. I don't know how big these groups are going to be. Make sure we've got space. Yeah, the end game is already defined. You see this massive storm here? This is going to move across here. And eventually it'll hit us, and when it hits us, there's nothing we can do but try and survive the storm. We'll have no communication with the outside. We won't be able to do anything outside the crater. Just literally buckle down and put the generator into overdrive and try and survive it. And I hope we've got enough coal left, which is why I'm trying to build up this surplus of coal. At that point, we're going to rely on the automatons a lot. We don't know how many days until the storm comes until I've researched it. I'll show you in a second. Okay, advanced coal mine. So on the tech tree, under exploration, there's this, the stereoscopic lenses. So if we research that now, which we will do, once that's done, we'll be able to like predict the storm. We can build one advanced coal mine. Because each one of those requires a steam core, and we only have one steam core at the moment. That doesn't need to be there, that can go. It's freed up an automaton. $576 wood per day. And the wall drill. I think that's enough wood. The other worker things. Do you mean by... If you mean... Hang on. If you mean this, the automaton, you can get automatons to do different things. They're not as efficient as humans, but they work 24 hours a day. And they go to these steam cores to recharge. The main advantage of them is, if you put people to work, you have to heat the place. They can't survive without being heated, they get ill. But the automatons, it doesn't matter. So, on the extremes out here, you don't even, look, if you look at the temperature profile, you don't even need to heat this place, because the automaton is working here. So when that storm hits, the automatons are going to keep going, bringing in the coal to fire the generator. If you try to send your people out there in that cold, they'll probably die. Okay, food is looking good. 7 days of food rations. 2 days of coal is nowhere near enough. We're going to need a lot more coal than that. Right, core's just arrived, which means we can get another
Welcome back.
advanced coal mine. So we get 1 core per day at the moment. Banana Man, welcome back. Food storage is about to max out.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Just managed to afford my resub again. Thank you very much, Banana Man. Okay, looks like we've managed to heal. Do you know what? Out of all those people who came, nobody actually died. The temple has been influenced some people to mend their ways. Nice. Discontent's still up because of the overtime work. And apparently 2 unpopular decisions, which I don't even know what. That just went up again. What unpopular decisions did we make? Accepting people in. Could be, oh yeah. Bringing all these extra people. Father Squirrel just can't turn people away though. Okay, it's about to get very cold. Minus 70. Build charcoal kilns for extra coal. It's possible. We've not really gone down that road though, have we? Let's have a look. Don't think we researched that, did we? The whole charcoal kiln thing. Yeah, we didn't go down that road. Thing is, if we need more coal and wood, which we probably do... Runaway child. Sir, a man is here to see you. He says his daughter ran away after the news of the storm spread. He wants to borrow a scout sled and go after her. She's a big girl, but she always has very impulsive and she scares easily. I must find her before she's lost for good. She's all I have left. He'll die too, stop him. Equip him for the journey. 30 food rations will be spent. Ignore him. He wants to borrow a scout sled. We don't have a scout sled. Although actually we do. I think one of our scouts just got back. Give him rations and a prayer. Suddenly I've got the Bon Jovi song in my head. This guy's clearly living on a prayer. Alright, so equip him for the journey, yeah? Give him the food and let him go, alright? Off you go, mate. What are you doing? Exploring Deep Hollow. These people must have fallen into the hole while escaping the incoming storm. At least half of them don't survive the crash, but it seems we could rescue the wounded. That is, if we strap them to our sleds and bring them to our city. Bring the wounded. Father Squirrelo will survive. I'm beginning to regret this decision. Save everybody. Seems to be like very, very difficult. Okay, temperature's about to become a major problem. Boy, it's getting really hard to find stuff now. Steam coal mine, advanced steam coal mine. 67 per hour versus 45. As soon as that core arrives, we need to upgrade this. Incoming temperature drop.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
We won't survive this, says Francis. Vin, thank you for 34 months. It's a coal pile there. Could stick a coal thumper there. Invalid location. Wait, is that just a coal pile? 332 coal. Let's get rid of it. Right, here we go. Oof. Oh, it's gone nippy. Oh, it's gone nippy. Right, let's sort this out. Yeah, Scumbag Francis, exactly. Let's see, what are you? You're Chili in the House of Healing.
Natter.
Cold Thumper I'm not worried about. Field Kitchen I am worried about. We could put that on, or we could just turn the field kitchen off for now. Which, given that we don't have anybody ill, I think is probably a better bet. Just turn that off and let that do its thing without the boost. Factory is cold, that's not good. House of Prayer is cold. We might have to put that one on instead.
Work time. Get moving.
I didn't actually fix it. The shrine is freezing. A freezing shrine. I think what we're actually going to need is another steam hub in this area. Right, the House of Healing is cold. Public house is cold. Dang it. Don't worry about them. The child shelter is cold. Cold. I'm gonna have to put that on. What point does it become more efficient to have a steam hub? Like, how many buildings... What's the burn rate on the coal for the buildings compared to the steam hub? You don't think the steam hub affects stack? Wow. If that's true, that sucks. House is cold, that's not good. There's nobody in there though. Oh, the pub's cold and it's got the heating on. We could just turn that off for now. Ooh, you think it's around 5 buildings for one steam hub? The steam hub extends the base generator coverage area. Heaters add an extra heat on top of that. Right, so there's no point building these extra steam hubs because they don't stack. Good times. So how do you see? So you can't actually see what's going on, really, can you? Lots of healing. It's cold in the pub. At least you get a nice chilly pint. Home Alive, 32 months. Thank you for the wonderful streams and YouTube content. Blessings from Idaho. Harold, thank you very much. One Shot Crazy, thank you for 10 star. Mr. Ardo with 54. Vin with 31. The pub is not open. Closed this time of day. Yeah, but when it opens at 7 o'clock tonight, people will be cold going in. Okay. So what's our coal looking like now? Big surplus. I want to build up a huge supply of coal. Stereoscopic lenses researched. So now, scientists couldn't believe their eyes, but they've doubled and triple checked their calculations. They said the strongest winds of the storm will cause the temperature to plummet beyond anything we've ever experienced before. Hunting will be impossible. The plants in the hot house will freeze. Everyone left outside the city will perish, and so if we can't heat our homes properly, we have to prepare for this. Hope falls. Food supplies ready. The food supply should keep us fed for at least a week. Let's pray the storm subsides before then. Yeah, we've got plenty of food, man. Let's see. Yeah, if you've got a building that's 24 hours and you put the heating on it, then the heating operates 24 hours. If you've got a building that only opens at certain times of day and they've got the heating turned on, the heating only comes on when the building operates and then shuts off when the building turns off. Does that make sense? So the pub, which runs 7 o'clock at night till 11, the heating only comes on when the pub's open. Yeah, you need to get your scouts back. If you leave the scouts outside, they'll die. Well, the generator level can only go up once we research the extra tech for it. So we've got to be very careful on our choices now. If we want more coal, we can go down the charcoal route. It's a bit late in the day for that, but we can do it. I would love to get healthcare insulation going, but I don't think that's the priority. Generator upgrade. Generator safety bypass, generator upgrade range. We're going to need these. Building heaters aren't operated by you kids, is what he's saying. Huh? Excuse me, streamer. I think it's been the year of the squirrel for several years now. You do know we have yachts 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? How many workshops? 7, I think. I think we've got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. All functioning. Recall all our scouts and outpost teams. 6 days left. Rescue the survivors from the ice crevasse, snow burrows, and deep hollow. 6 days left. Ice crevasse, snow burrows. What's a second? Ice crevasse, snow burrows, and deep hollow. Where's deep hollow? Is deep hollow the one on the way back? He's going to the ice crevasse, then he'll have to head back. He's currently escorting. He's escorting. I think if we want to get everybody, we're going to need to get the extra scout researched. That's the only way we're going to do that. Also a boosted scout sled. I'm going to cancel this. We're going to go and try and rescue everybody. We'll see if we can rescue as many as we can. What's the coal surplus? Two days of coal. That's not enough. That is nowhere near enough. You missed a campsite. I couldn't find it. I could see one here, one here. Deep Hollow is already being rescued by these guys, so there's only those two to get. That is just whatever that is. Deep Hollow's on the way back, I think. And in terms of survivors, we have 121 beds. I don't know how many they're going to bring back. Make sure we've got enough homes. Why has this steam core not arrived yet? Aerospike, thank you for 1.5 years. If you could harness the heat from my laptop right now, you could power this entire city. 1.5 years down, many more to go. Like, food rations are absolutely fine. We've still got a massive surplus. Boosted scout sled researched. Nice. Take 11 hours to get another scout. Let's go for it. I think we can do this. Yeah, when you zoom right in, the cities are actually incredible. Like the detail on the snow and stuff. I just wish you could go down to street level and walk around. Because they look so cool. The way these like automatons recharge as well. Hang on, hope is falling. We need to do something about that. 12 workers and 7 children. Okay. Let's immediately go out and rescue another one. Where's the temple gone? I can't even find the temple anymore. Let's have a ceremonial service and some evening prayers and then a sermon. Come on, people, we can do this. Inspirational words. Raise the hope. PC Tech's gifted us up to Olympian. Welcome, Olympian.
Welcome.
Thank you very much, PC Tech. Steam cores arrived, which means we can do a advanced coal mine.
Workday ends. It's off time.
We have one automaton available. Given how many steam cores are on the way, we've got like 6 days left, so we might get another 5 steam cores. That's 5 automatons we could build. I just don't know if we're going to have enough coal. That's the thing I'm worried about. I mean, you know, we're going to have coal being produced, but the supply run from here, 800 coal per day, we're definitely going to lose that. Which means 4,000, and we're burning 3.5. So we're only on a 600 surplus currently. That's just not going to be enough. Might as well put these automatons to work and grab that coal. Additional scouts researched. That'll produce 210, which would mitigate some of the loss. What do you mean go full on coal? Right, where's the beacon? Right, let's create a new scout. We'll send him to here. So we've now got 3 scout parties, and they move as quick as they can. We're going to try and rescue and get as much as we can. We'll see how we get on. I'm going to improve that wood storage as well. No, didn't want that one. Try and bolster our supplies. How much longer do you have? 6 days. 6 days to get it right. And we've got to keep hope up. And we've got to keep people treated. Let's give them additional food. "19 of 20 in the care house."
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Try and get everybody out of car. Like, just speed them up and get them out of there. SC Jace, thank you for 42 months. The ice crevasse. We've found people dying. They're sheltering. These people are on the last legs. Despite taking shelter in an ice crevasse, many of them suffer from heavy frostbites and hypothermia. We can help still if we act quickly and bring them to our city. They can't stand on their own. Some can hardly speak. Right, bring them. 12 workers and 7 kids. Let's go. Winter's coming, Jon Snow. I hope they can make it back. How long is it going to take? 12 hours. Okay, they should be fine. Wait, there's another one here. Ooh. What is your task? Survive. There's a massive storm coming. We're trying to rescue as many people as we can, and then we're going to try and, you know, keep as many people as we can alive. That's the goal. Try and get some automatons going as soon as we have the cores for it. Temperature's going to go up 1 level soon. That'll help a little bit. We've got plenty of houses, bro. We've got like 152 vacant beds right now. How will we manage against this monstrosity? We won't survive this. Thanks, Ambrose. Coal. Steel. Get some more houses in there.
The work shift starts.
Yeah, I just put on normal difficulty. Come on, people, get researching. We need to get the heating upgrades done next. Charcoal kiln. How many have we got? We've got 5 days left. We need to get that. I'm not sure about this. If it requires cores, it probably will. We won't get it. And then we've got to get these 3. That's 12 hours, 12 hours, 12 hours. So we can allocate basically nearly 2 days for this lot. In fact, that's an entire day. Oh my god. Even if they work 12-hour days, oh my god, that's 3 days just for them. Rip. Alright, we need to do those first. We can't not have those. Right, he's back. Straight out to Camp Vulcan.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Bad Piggy, thank you for 15 months. It's a shame you can't build a roof over the void. Wouldn't it just get covered in snow and collapse? Charcoal kiln researched. Okay, upgrade. All these people are deathly ill. It's a wonder how they're still alive. The snow burrows are only a little freezing than the surrounding icy wasteland. They won't last a day if we don't take them right now. Sites discovered. Camp Meteor. Bring the sick to our city. Can we build any more scouts, or is that it? Maximum of 3, I think. You can't build a dome. Coal depleted, you have a free automaton, thank you. Let's go there. Let's get that one.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Right, we've got gravely ill people on the way back, so we're going to have to get the car sorted out. Alone in this world. Biggest concern, everything is fine. Everything's not fine. There's the temple still on cooldown. Right, charcoal kiln. Uses intense heat to char up to 70 wood per standard working day. Let's have a look at this. How much wood are we making per day? 576, okay. Generator ready. Generator range upgrade. David C, thank you for 34 months. Another purple button pressed. Never get tired of the great content. Thank you, David. Looks like you don't have Twitch points on this channel. Do you know why, Flamingo? Because it's only certain streamers that have been invited to the program. I've emailed them and asked them, can I get invited? It's not been rolled out across Twitch yet. Right, so if we put people to work in here, let's have a look. Let's put the heating on. I don't know if we'll be able to keep this going, but... Coal pile's so annoying. Three sick.
Finish your labors, people. The work day is up.
Let's have a look. 5 people in that one. 5 people in that one. Our house is pretty full. Build a thumper or two to help with the coal input. The trouble with the coal thumper, Dave, is you then need to build a gathering thing next to it. So you either need to automate it or have people out in the coal gathering coal. It's a bit of a problem. You It's a tiny settlement. Wow. GeForce Expense is bugged out. It won't start after an update. Well, do a clean install. Select the installer again and then tick the box that says do a clean install. Scouts Unit 3 have returned with 12 workers and 7 children. Okay. We've saved everyone we could from the places we knew. God help the rest. We've still got more to do. Look at that now. Which means very soon we won't have any more Steam calls. I reckon maybe 1 or 2 days tops. We might get 1 or 2 more calls and that'll be it. That'll freeze over it and then we can't get anything else. If they're in hub range, you can turn the heater on for the thumper and the gathering post. You work way more coal than you use on the heaters. Plus you don't have a lot of unemployed people who could work them. I do have a lot of unemployed people, Dave, yeah. Well, we can try, but when it comes down to it, we'll have to turn off the thumpers, because once that cold comes...
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
She's starting to run out of space. Got a thumper there. Why 2 gathering posts for 1 thumper, Dave? What do thumpers do? They basically hit the ground and produce coal. Well, I've never had a problem with the cat's whiskers. You need 2 posts to get the thumper's coal production. Blimey. Heating on. It sure is cold out here. That's in range of the heater. We're currently on the first one. We're not on the expansion yet. 24 sick. Staying home. Staying home. It's too cold. In up. Camp Vulcan. As we approach the camp, we can see its inhabitants are busy packing. They've dismantled a couple of huts to build improvised sledges.
Happy anniversary.
We don't need to turn up the heating. The temperature's about to come back up. Ever the skeptic. You're going the wrong way. The scientists mistook us for refugees, but after we tell them about our city, they're nonplussed. It's probably too close to the storm to withstand it. Well, you might consult Nansen on that if you reach him in the south. The work here is done. We could convince them to join us, or we could show them our city. The scouts will bring the sick to our city quickly and safely. Direct them, let them go their way. You see, if we direct them, we could then go on to Jagged Rocks. Otherwise, we may not make it back to Jagged Rocks. Jolly Raccoon, thank you for 27 months. Time again for the big purple button. Thank you very much. What do you think, guys? Escort or direct? If you direct, some will probably not make it. Although they're not unhealthy, are they? Or are they? They're about to go anyway, so they're obviously healthy enough. All our scouts are kind of doing things. I think we're going to direct, and then we're going to move on. A small group of scientists is finishing the loading of their supplies. They work efficiently but in silence, looking somewhere dejected. We're mostly helping with the evacuations now, one of them tells us. We used to study the Earth's magnetic field, but there are more important things to worry about now, like survival. Science discovered 45 hut and ice caves. Direct. Ice caves, fortified hut. This is getting real interesting. We also need to consider how quickly, when to send the scouts back before the storm kills them.